I was kind of thinking about what are some of these kind of quintessential small mountains, 7,000 to 9,000 feet that, really make us fall in love with the outdoors, along the population corridors running from Fort Collins to Boulder, Denver area to Colorado Springs. Up north, around Fort Collins, I've done both of these. Horsetooth Rock, of course, that very prominent point from Horsetooth Mountain Open Space. On a similar scale, Arthur's Rock.
I haven't done that one.
Another high point that's very popular around Fort Collins within Laurie State Park. Around Boulder, there's things like Mount Sanitas, right? Everyone knows Mount Sanitas. Maybe not everyone is as familiar with the history of the Boulder, Colorado Sanitarium, which was built in 1896. Mount Sanitas gets its name for that wellness retreat, or that word meaning wellness, right? And then Green Mountain, right there around Boulder. I love getting to the top of Green Mountain. And then just stuff in the Denver area that everyone knows. Table Mountains.
Oh,
North
yeah.
and South Table Mountains.
Table Mountain's very cool. Cool vibe there, too, because it's different than your typical mountain in Colorado.
Carpenter Peak is one I really enjoyed in Roxborough State Park. Getting down into Colorado Springs, we all love Mount Muskoka.
That's always one of my favorite ones.
Yeah,
great, just like day hike,
Yeah, there's a newer way to get up Mount Muskoka. In the past few years, they've built these trails called Sweetwater Canyon. Mount Herman up north, of course, that's a good one. Then Cheyenne Mountain. I mean,
it's a long hike.
I bet there's still a lot of people who haven't taken on Dixon Trail.
Yeah. If you're looking for a challenge, you will be in the sun for a large portion of that hike. And that one kicked my butt when I was not expecting it to kick my butt.
On par with like how a 14er kicks your butt. Without a doubt, the second most storied mountain in the Pikes Peak region, but doesn't get nearly, the Pikes Peak attention. I think, people on the Front Range fell in love with the outdoors for more so stuff like this.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice. I mean, the reason
stuff close to home and there's not a shortage. I mean, that's what putting this together made me realize is like, man, there's just so much out there.